Good morning, everyone. It is me, and as you can see, someone's missing from the picture, and that is Yvette. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. So, um, so we went away this weekend. First of all, thankfully everything's okay. Yvette did get hurt, and I'm going to explain what happened, but she is okay. But we went away this weekend to visit our daughters up in New York. And when we got up there, we had a great time. They have a Bernese Mountain Dog. And I don't know if you've ever seen that dog, but that's a huge dog. It probably weighs 150 pounds or so. So, again, the reason that I'm here by myself is the story that I'm going to tell you in a moment. But again, everything's okay. Yvette is okay, but I'm going to explain what happened. So we go and we're in New York and we have a great time in upstate New York and we're getting ready to leave. And I take our dog outside for a walk, and then she decides that she's going to take the other dog out real quick, um, just to go to the bathroom right before we leave because the dog was going to be alone for a little while, the other dog. So she wraps the leash around her arm and walks out onto the pavement. Well, what ends up happening is, now remember, this dog weighs 140 pounds, so weighs more than Yvette does. It sees the dog sees Bear, gets excited. The leash is wrapped around her arm, and it literally lunges forward to run and get Bear. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen. They have like a YouTube video where you see actually a person get lifted off the ground. Um, by the dog. That's exactly what happened to Yvette. She literally lifted off of the ground, went up in the air, and her head came down and smacked the pavement. Um, and and then literally got dragged on the pavement for a period of time. Thankfully, it was pretty quick that she stopped. So the amazing part of the story is that she had a hat that she had gotten for Christmas that her daughter made for her. If she didn't get that present, she wouldn't have been wearing it on her head because she didn't have another hat that she would have worn. And because she was wearing that hat, when her head came down and hit the pavement, luckily she had the hat kind of gave her some kind of padding when she hit it. But when we took the hat off, she literally had, like, it looked like an egg right here on her forehead. Her hand was all ripped open. Her pants had gotten ripped, and her knee got pretty badly injured. But thankfully, in the end, she was okay. We had her put ice on it the whole ride home, and by the time we got home, it had gone down some. But the reason that she's not here today is that she's just resting, and taking care of herself, and kind of healing through the process. But again, thank God, it could. This is where gratitude comes into play. It's funny. We both were in the car and we were talking on the way home after this event had happened to her, and we were talking about how grateful we were that she had this hat on her head. Because if she didn't have that hat on her head, which she had received as a gift, there's no doubt in my mind that her entire head would have been cracked open. And I'm positive there would have been a concussion involved, and potentially she could have lost consciousness. That's how hard she hit the pavement. I was literally right there and I saw the whole thing happen. Unfortunately, I will definitely tell her to feel better. I'm not sure who that is, but I will definitely let her know, and appreciate that. But again, she is okay. She's just resting and recovering. And but again, here is a situation, right, where we can take gratitude and be so thankful, that what happened was all that happened, because it could have been so much worse had she not gotten that hat and put it on her head. I honestly, her whole head would have been cracked open. And so again, super thankful, super grateful the way that she fell. She could have fallen and hit her nose, and her like there's all kinds of things that could have happened that thankfully didn't happen. So we're super grateful for it, that she's okay, and in the end, she will heal. She will be better. She'll be okay. Thank you. For some reason, I can't see who's actually saying these things, but we appreciate the love and support. Again, she's okay. She'll be back on Friday. Um, but we just wanted to let you know kind of what happened, that she is okay. And I'll leave you with this. You know, no one knows. In fact, there's someone, Michael J is on right now, and he had a heart issue where one day he was fine, and the next day he went to the hospital and found out essentially that he was on the edge of dying. And we never know what the day will bring. So having gratitude for just having our health is such a wonderful thing. And this gave us a prime example of how that is so true. So sending love to all of you. We appreciate all of you. Yvette is good, and she's just recovering. She'll be fine. But we appreciate you. We appreciate your love. Just be grateful, all of us, for everything that we already have. Just our health, that we're walking, we're breathing. Because in an instant, the dog took off. She smacked her head on the pavement. In an instant, things change. And that's how things can happen. So being grateful that we have our health, like just that alone, that we have our health. There's so many other things that we can tie into, and get upset about. Like, I want more money. I want more of this. I want more of that. A lot of external things that we want more of. But what we do already have is thank you. Thank you. Again, I'm sorry I can't see who's saying these things, but we appreciate you very, very much. Just have gratitude for just being healthy and walking around and being okay and being able to breathe and all the amazing things that we already have. That's it. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I will definitely let Yvette know all the things that you're saying. She's fine. There's nothing to pray about. She's just recovering and healing, and everything is good. But we appreciate the prayers and love. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we will see you together on Friday. Take care, guys.